Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
7 yards there and a first down. And the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A give up the middle to Akers. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. 46-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button. Akers hit, he coughs it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things that are taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Way. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Pack it, reload! Pack it!
Here's Brady to throw. To Jefferson on the slant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Commanders 7, Rams nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
To throw on second down. Way. He's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Bates,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 14, Rams 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And how about the big boy?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Come on.
Throwing on first down. Way. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dewan Smoot getting in there, recording a sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Sly able to put this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Play action, now it's Brady.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Way. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Way. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a
That's right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Way. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A toss left side for Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Way. And that is incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Brady now to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Way. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Way. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. He's back to throw.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of...
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think it was a
touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Commanders 38, Rams 20.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A handoff running left is Gibson. He's got it to the 43 here.
A gain of 3, second down.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. A 3-yard pickup.